Right, shall we get into it then? Deadline day. Let's get to our first reporter. Chelsea have been dominating the window once again, and there looks to be plenty more to come from them today, including potentially one of the biggest deals of the window.
Yeah, let's just go straight there, shall we? Let's get to Stamford Bridge and speak to our reporter in the know, Gail Davis. Gail, happy deadline day. Great to see you bright and early. Now, it's another transfer window and yet another opportunity for Chelsea to spend hundreds of millions of pounds, as we've seen again. The biggest deal of the window can still happen today on deadline day. What's the latest on their pursuit of a striker, and in particular, Victor Osimhen?
Yeah, very good morning to you, Jess. What we know is that Chelsea would like a striker. There are two main runners at the moment. We don't know which one might be here by the end of the day, but significant developments in the transfer of Victor Osimhen late last night, very early this morning. Kaveh Solikol does not sleep. He just plugs himself in, I think, for a little bit of a recharge, because he said that potentially this could make the move significantly easier and better to do by the end of the day, in that Chelsea and the Napoli star would consider a loan with an obligation to buy. You might think those few words don't make a huge amount of impact, but effectively that does mean it's a permanent move. It just means that not everything has to take place right now, because Osimhen, remember, signed that contract extension at Napoli with huge wages just a year ago. That release clause is over 130 million euros, and he's on huge wages alongside that. That's the release clause. Chelsea, unsurprisingly, given what they've spent in the window and because they are more streamlined in their finances, didn't want to pay that out. But this obligation to buy at the end of it, it's effectively a move, isn't it? Which is what Osimhen wants himself. What we know is that Al Ali has put a very lucrative offer on the table for him, and as Pete mentioned a few minutes ago, the deadline for that doesn't shut until 11:59 on Monday evening. So there's still room if he doesn't come here. But his agent has said he's got unfinished business in Europe. What a prospect if he does come over here to the Premier League. I think Chelsea fans could get very excited if this one can get over the line before the deadline.
Oh, Gail, yeah, no doubt about it. That would be a huge move for Chelsea. Chelsea also actively
wants to be playing high-profile football, doesn't he? So he's probably the main one, and Chelsea have been trying to find him the right club, and they'll put that to him today, or they'll work through that today. And the other one, I guess, the most high-profile that Chelsea haven't moved on, and remember, they've done a lot of loan deals. They've sold a lot of players in this window. Their net spend is much smaller than you'd imagine when you start totting up the players that have been sold, the likes of Conor Gallagher. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where Ben Chilwell goes, and also maybe how they use him. If, for example, Osimhen doesn't get that move and they look for someone like Tony, can he be used as part of the deal to bring him in? So there's a lot of moving parts. As Kaveh said to me, Chelsea are juggling a lot of balls today, and we're just not sure at the moment which ones they're going to catch and which ones are going to land.